Topic of the day is how to read a research paper. You can read a research paper in 3 passes. Let's call them silver pass, gold pass, and platinum pass. In the silver pass, that is the first pass, it's a quick scan to get a bird's eye view of the paper. The typical time is 5 to 10 minutes. And here are the following 4 steps. First, you should carefully read the title, abstract, and introduction. Read the section and subsection headings but ignore everything else. And then read the conclusion. Glance over the references and mentally tick off the ones that you have already read. At the end of the first pass, you should be able to answer 5 C's. First, category. What type of paper is this? A measurement paper, an analysis of an existing system, a description of a research prototype. Second, context. Which other papers is it related to? Which theoretical bases were used to analyze the problem? Third, correctness. Do the assumptions appear to be valid? Fourth, contributions. What are the paper's main contributions? Fifth, clarity. Is the paper well written? The second pass is gold pass. In the second gold pass, read the paper with greater care, but ignore details such as proofs. It helps to jot down the key points or to make comments in the margins as you read. Time will be around 1 hour, and there are 3 key steps. First, look carefully at the figures, diagrams, and other illustrations in the paper. Second, pay special attention to graphs. Are the axes properly labeled? Are results shown with error bars so that the conclusions are statistically significant? Common mistakes like these will separate rushed, shoddy work from the truly excellent. Third, mark relevant unread references for further reading, which is a good way to learn more about the background of the paper. After the gold pass, you should be able to grasp the content of the paper. You should be able to summarize the main thrust of the paper with supporting evidence to someone else. Sometimes you won't understand a paper even at the end of the gold pass. This may be because the subject matter is new to you with unfamiliar terminology and acronyms. The authors may use a proof or experimental technique that you don't understand, so that the bulk of the paper is incomprehensible. The paper may be poorly written with unsubstantiated assertions and numerous forward references. It could just be that it's late at night and you are tired. You can also choose to set the paper aside, hoping you don't need to understand the material to be successful in your career, or return to the paper later, perhaps after reading background material, or persevere and go on to the third pass, which is the platinum pass. To fully understand a paper, particularly if you are a reviewer, requires a third pass. The key to the platinum pass is to attempt to virtually re-implement the paper. Typically, you'll take between 4 to 6 hours. And there are 3 key steps. First, you should identify and challenge every assumption in every statement. Second, you should think about how you yourself would present a particular idea. This comparison of the actual with the virtual lends a sharp insight into the proof and presentation techniques in the paper, and you can very likely add this to your own repertoire of tools. Third, jot down ideas for future work. At the end of this platinum pass, you should be able to reconstruct the entire structure of the paper from memory, as well as be able to identify its strong and weak points. In particular, you should be able to pinpoint implicit assumptions, missing citations to relevant work, and potential issues with the experimental or analytical techniques. And here is a quick summary. So we have the first pass, which takes around 5 to 10 minutes. And in the first pass, you should read the title, abstract, introduction, and conclusions, read the sections and subsections headings, but ignore everything else. The second pass is the gold pass, which typically takes around 1 hour. Read the paper with greater care, but ignore details such as proofs. It helps to jot down the key points or to make comments in the margin. The third is the platinum pass, which takes between 4 to 6 hours. The key to the platinum pass is to attempt to virtually re-implement the paper. Happy reading.